This is my contour island, and I made this here by putting glue on it and then sand here as well. I painted this even lighter because there's more snow at the top. Here there's a river going down with a few waterfalls, and here there's like a gulf or something, and I just drew it on, and well, yeah, this is snow, and that's it.
Hello, this is my contour island, and that part is white because it's like snow. The higher it is, the more snow there is. There it's like trees, and I chosen a blue box for doing a sea. Well, it looks like a real island. That's it.
This is my contour island. I use clay to make it, and I use white wool to describe the snow. This is the water, and this is the house.
Okay, here's my island. I've got the river here, some grass on top, some of the mud from the grass in the river, and I made out of a marker or something else, I can't remember, and it's all cardboard. That's it. Oh, Jesus.
This is my mountain. I put some cardboard here, a box, and I did little balls of paper. I put some white ones on the top so that it looks like snow, and I put some green ones underneath because it's the trees. I put some signs like parking and some paper to do the brown, so it looks like the earth.
This is my contour island. I used dark blue paint to represent the lower levels in the sea, and then lighter paint to represent shallow water. Several sea creatures in the sea. And then this is like mountain, and then a valley, so there's a river running down, and then I used pipe cleaners to make a dam. I've also made a cloud that represents that it's high up, and then white for the snow, and then lots of green vegetation around the middle, and then yellow sand, and then working your way up, getting to the snow at the top of the mountain.
This is my contour island. Underneath the original island, I used the top of a shoebox to make the base, then built it up using papier-mâché, paper mixed with glue and a little bit of water. The white on the top is to represent snow, and I dotted a bit around just to make it look a bit more realistic. There's a river running down the valley amongst all of the rocks with a bridge going across it. Because the edges of the box looked a bit too pointed, I rolled up some paper to make it stick out a bit more. There are beaches on either side of the island where the cliffs aren't too steep.
Okay, so this is my contour island. As you can see, it has 3 peaks. This one, and this one. To make it, I used glue and cardboard and paint. There's a sea around my contour island, and of course I painted that blue, and then we have a beach with a cliffs. So that's my contour island.
Hello, this is my island. There's a river going through the valley here. and there is white to represent the snow on the mountain. It's not surrounded all by water, but some of it is. I use this to represent a huge mountain, and this is the forest that surrounds it.
This is my contour island. I used sponge for the trees. I painted it with paint that's supposed to be in the Pacific Ocean. Grey because there's no vegetation there, and there's a river from the valley.
This is my contour island. This is the white part for snow. This snow as well. And then here's a river. All of this over here is the grass. And the color green for mountain.
This is my contour island. There's a bridge there, and there's 3 cities, and that's the ski lift. There's, I assume, villages here, so that's the main island, and this is just like a small island, and it's surrounded, and it's in the middle of the sea, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Hello, this is my tornado contour island, and I'm not really inspired by anything, but I've used, as you can see, I've made trees out of icing and cocktail sticks, and I've used the little Monopoly houses, and that's my...
This is my contour island, and as you can see here, I put some paper to cover the shoebox that I had right here. Then here I grabbed my pieces of cardboard, colored them in with paint and green. Then here I grabbed some This is my contour island, and as you can see here, I grabbed some paper to put it around a shoebox. Then here, I grabbed some small pieces of a pine tree, different types of pine trees, and put it like around here. Then I colored my piece of cardboard in green at the bottom, then in gray. Then I put kind of a spray snowy thing.
This is my contour island. This is made out of sand, and this is made out of tissue paper, and this is a sea. You have a river flowing down into the sea. Then you have snow, stone, trees, and it gets greener as you go down.
Then I put here a river with some sand that I collected from my garden. And at the back of my mountain I put some rocks. I put that because when the cloud comes, it comes here and it rains here, goes over and it wastes all its water here. So all the water falls on one side of the mountain. Then the other side is basically normal clouds passing by and doesn't get much water. And that's basically my contour island.
This is my island, and I made a volcano and like a rainforest and a hot spring. I've used pipe cleaners and paint for the volcano, and then hammer beads for the trees and stones for the rocks. I used real sand for the beach, and I've put a waterfall running down into the sea. I've used cotton wool for the hot spring and paint.